It's a beautiful morning here with a new friend, Paul Kaplan. We actually met on the Hook to Cook Facebook group. He moved here 3 years ago and we're actually gonna get to fish together. The Rockfish season just opened 2 weeks ago, so we finally got weather that lays down a little bit, so hopefully we can get her done. We're on Paul's boat. It's really unique. It's 16 feet and Paul's gonna tell us something special about the boat.
It's a little boat that everybody says thinks it's a big boat. So it's pretty stable. We got enough horsepower, I think, to pump us out there and get some fish on it.
Yeah. And this thing has something that I'm really excited to see in action, because not a lot of people have one, but it is this. It is a saltwater Minnkota, complete with what is called Spotlock. So what happens is when you're on an area that you really want to stay on, you hit a button, it deploys, and then you hit another button, it's a little anchor, and it's basically going to anchor you in place. It's going to use the propellers to move the boat around and hopefully keep you in that one spot. So I want to see how well it works. Hopefully there's not much swell today, but we'll test it out. We'll throw on the Navionics app and see if we move around on that spot quite a bit. But I know Bob's boat for bass has Spotlock and a trolling motor like this, but it's not often that an ocean boat has it. And for a 16-foot boat, it should handle really well. What is it, 24 volt?
24 volt, 80 pounds of thrust.
80 pounds of thrust.
Yeah, so it moves the boat pretty good. We can troll for halibut with that.
Guys, I'm excited. Hopefully we can get some reds, some lingcod. Chance for halibut. I don't know how warm the water is yet for them, but guys, let's get on it. First time on a boat in a while. Let's go. After like last season, this became one of my favorite all-time things to do.
Yeah.
Just drop donkey rigs on rock piles, not knowing what you're gonna get. So basically what we're doing is looking at last year's marks, but again, those are last year's marks. We just got to keep looking around. So
tons of bait.
We're depending on the fish finder, and Paul just said there's a tons of bait right now and fish under them, so that's a good sign. Yeah, if we were able to get on them pretty good and we're able to identify exactly where they're at, we can actually use that Minnkota and stay right on top of them. That'll be a huge advantage.
That first stop we hit was holding fish, but they were just lockjaw. We were thinking at that point that maybe it had to do with the incoming tide, so we tried another spot.
All right, we just stopped in the 170 zone. We were fishing 100 feet. We're basically fishing the winter pattern, but I think that's not the move. They're just not there, so we're in 170 feet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw the 1.5 ounce on top, and then I'm gonna throw the 3 ounce hookup bait on the bottom. We're currently fishing an incoming tide for the next hour and a half. Yeah, it's almost double the depth. And with the new regulations, we can fish above 300 feet now. So that's something that we can explore today also, weather permitting.
After that spot didn't produce, we tried somewhere deeper where we've caught fish in the past. I had a good feeling about this time.
Trace this ridge a little bit. There's a fish. Oh, that's a nice fish. That's a nicer fish. That's a nicer fish. If it ate the 3 ounce hookup bait, that'd be cool. Could be like the right kind of red. We shall see, bud. We shall see.
Let's wait.
That's some weight. It's got some weight. It's got some weight. In that 170 foot zone. Whew. I feel it in my shoulders. Oh, that's a nice ling. Nice ling on the 3 ounce hookup bait. Ah.
Nope.
I'm like wondering, is he legal? Maybe. Look at that ling.
Grab him.
I got him hooked pretty good. I think he's gaffable. Now that I got a good look at him, I think he's gaffable. But he's going crazy because I pulled his head out of the water, which was not the right move.
You need help or you get it?
I think I might be able to get him. Actually, steer him.
That looks like a keeper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
possibly.
Nice.
Let's mark that.
There's a.
I'm just gonna hit, put a pin on that one. There you go. Go ahead and measure them up just to make sure. 22 inch is the target. Oh yeah, 24 inch lingcod. But we, oh shoot, oh, I just got a big hit. There you go. Ah, yeah. You too? Double up. Double up. Hopefully some quality fish. Yup. Nice little chucklehead. I'll keep him. On the 3-ounce hookup bait. Oh, a tree fish. Those are cool. Your first time catching one of those guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are neat.
Hey.
Yeah, put on its lipstick for you.
After that nice little flurry of fish, we decided to give that spot a more thorough investigation. So we put the trolling motor down to use spot lock and control our drift.
So Paul went on to our Facebook group, Hook to Cook Family, and asked a couple questions about trolling motors, and he picked a good one, that's for sure. So we have a game plan with this. We're gonna let the boat drift because we locked on a spot, and you know, it doesn't make sense to just stay on a spot if you're not catching fish. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this down, not running, and we're gonna drift, and as soon as we get a really big hookup, hopefully it's a red,
Anchor.
and we'll hit anchor.
And that's exactly what happened. We ended up getting some reds, and I don't know why, but I didn't catch it on camera. But now it's time to use the trolling motor to our advantage.
If this is your first time joining, last season we really fell in love with the hookup baits. They do look really silly, but they work. They work. But right here I have the 1.5 ounce, since we're at 170 feet. 1.5 ounce on top, 3 ounce on the bottom, so total of 4.5 ounces there. Helps me get down a bit faster. So far a ling and some monster reds, and a tree fish, and a chucklehead.
What you're looking at is the Navionics that I was running on my phone at the time we were fishing, but you can really see how we're bouncing around, and we're actually able to use the trolling motor to make minute movements, either north or south or even east and west, depending on how we wanted to attack the bottom contours of the ocean. So that was really cool. You can actually see the pin staying in one location for quite a while. Even if it's fighting the current, the spot lock did a great job. And one of the side benefits to this is our lines were going straight up and down, versus when you're going with the drift, you constantly have to let line out. And one other benefit is you lose a lot less baits. So what you just saw is we fast forwarded to another spot. We did end up getting quite a few more rockfish, and we wrapped it up with some more reds. No other lingcod, but hopefully this really illustrates to you guys how effective the spot lock is when you are rock fishing. Ultimately, it made the day really great, even if it could have been not so great, and I definitely look forward to using it again in the future. I mean, look at that. We're bouncing in like small increments. Look at that. Crazy.
First time fishing with Paul is in the books.
We did well. We did well for the first time. Yeah, did good.
Yeah, all things considered, it wasn't the hottest of bites. The DFW guy, Mr. LeBlanc, said that not everyone was catching. In short, misery loves company, maybe. We fell one short of 2 limits on reds, and we got that nice lingcod. So ultimately, it was some good fishing, I think. And then the trolling motor definitely helped. It kept us positioned on different spots. And then when the current and wind were pulling us, we were able to slow down quite a bit. So that was really nice. Other than that, you'll probably see this boat again. We'll fish it a couple more times at least before the end of the year.
couple.
But yeah, Rockfish is just starting now. We really concentrated in that 170-foot zone at first, and then we found some reds in that 80-foot zone. So it was definitely trial and error trying to find these fish, but we did it. But thanks for watching. I'll leave a link to the side to another video of us actually doing much better out here. So enjoy that video too. We'll catch you guys on the next episode. That's a good one. Very nice one. Here we go. Let's stay on top of this.